If you need any immigration information about living in the UK, you go on www.gov.uk. So basically, it's gov.uk for all the information that you may need about jobs in the UK or relocating in the UK. So anything that I share here, it's your responsibility to go and research so that you can confirm what I've said is true or not. Okay, make your own research. All right, guys. So today we're still talking about recruitment. I haven't stopped looking, guys. I haven't stopped sharing information with you regarding any possibilities of getting jobs. I'm going to come up with another possible job opportunity for teachers who want to go and work in the United States. And this is open to any country around the world. However, this video is not about that. This video is about the NHS. The NHS is saying that it's not going to be recruiting from Africa in some African countries, and unfortunately Zimbabwe is among one of them, and there are other African countries that are also on the list, because it says that I'm going to read out the email. Thank you for your interest in working in NHS Professionals International, with NHS Professionals International. We have been made aware that there are current government-to-government conversations going on as your country has concerns over amount of healthcare professionals relocating to the UK. So the government of the country is not happy about people relocating to the UK. So they are having talks at the moment. So basically, on this basis, as an ethical code employer, we are unable to support applications from Zimbabwe. And Zimbabwe is not the only country. There's a list of countries. If you go on the NHS employers, a list of African countries we have been listed there where they're not going to be recruiting from because of that. The reason why they say that is because Zimbabwe may be having problems with staffing issues. So it's unethical to go and take further staff from Zimbabwe whilst it is already struggling. All right. However, I don't think this is applicable to other jobs, because it's about healthcare. So I hope that the jobs are not affected. But then it is the government of Zimbabwe who doesn't want people moving to UK, because Zimbabwe already is struggling with workforce. So they want to keep their staff. However, other countries have not stopped recruiting. Other disciplines are still recruiting. There are jobs going on everywhere around the world. The US is recruiting for teachers. They have already started. I'll share the information. I'll do a video about that. I was reading about it today, and I even applied just to make sure that that company is honestly recruiting. And yes, they are. So I'm going to bring the information. I think that will be my next video that I'm going to share that information with you guys. But in the meantime, we don't stop applying for jobs. You keep applying, because other employers are still recruiting. Though I know that there's some issues which are going on at the moment. There are people who have been offered jobs already, healthcare workers who have already been offered jobs, and we're talking of 4 months now. They're still waiting, so they don't know what's happening. Maybe it's because of these issues. We are not sure yet, but the employer keeps on telling them that keep waiting, we're still processing, we've got so many people that we have recruited, so if once it is your turn, we'll let you know. So we're not sure really what is going on the recruitment front, but what we know definitely that there are so many jobs going on in the UK at the moment. There are jobs in the voluntary sector, there are jobs in farms, there are jobs in the healthcare. Definitely they are going. But then if the government is not going to be recruiting, if the UK government is saying they're not going to be recruiting from Zimbabwe, there's nothing that we can do about that. We just have to follow the rules. We can't force ourselves into UK. So this gives me to worry about those people who are in the UK and they have got short-term visas. Are they going to be renewed? What is going to happen? That's why sometimes when you are in this country, you have to be very strategic with how you manage time and money, because you don't know whether you're going to be affected. We don't know whether they're going to say we're not going to recruit. So all those major big plans that you have, you have in your head, the success plans that you have in your head, seeing yourself with millions of pounds, is a good thing, but you need to wait and see what's going to happen. This opportunity which you have to make money, make as much money as you can and keep it. Once they renew your visa, wow, you're good to go. Because from the look of things, especially those people who've got less than 2 years visa, that's nothing. because they may choose. Rules change in UK. That's one thing I know for sure. Rules change. So whatever you do, don't waste so much money on things that don't matter. Some of the things may have to wait. What I know for sure is that once you save your money, it's your money, it doesn't go anywhere. Whatever comes, if they decide not to renew your visa, there will be so many options. You know, when you've got money, money is a weapon, guys. With money, there is nothing that you cannot do. Once you have your money saved, if the UK government decides that they don't want they don't want to renew your visa anymore, with money in your bank, the options are limitless. There's so much that you can do with it. But you can imagine when the UK government says, we're not going to be renewing your visa, guys. If your visa expires, you need to go back because we have enough staff already, or we've decided to recruit from Ukraine or whatever. They can say anything. So any opportunity that you have right now, just make sure you keep your money. Keep it. Save it. Don't waste it. Just save it until your visa is renewed. So if your visa is renewed, oh, well, good. Then you can plan. Even when you go to the bank to get a mortgage, you should have at least 2 years in your passport. Some banks are fussy like that. I don't know about other banks. Other banks are very, very, very accommodating. 2 years, if you're a skilled worker, you're working in the UK, and you've got over 2 years, you've got at least 2 years in your passport, they can allow you to have a mortgage. But if it's less than 2 years, guys, just save your money. Save your money. Don't waste it in buying things, having very high ambitions. It's nice. Time will tell whether you should be doing those things. But at the moment, with the look of things, if you got an opportunity to be in the UK this time, this is the time to figure out what to do next. To be honest with you, I would go to university myself. I would go to university and study something that I know definitely that I've got guaranteed visa. Than this thing of ethical code going on at the moment. They may choose that just to go the other way. We don't know. No one knows. It is the Home Office who decides that. But we have to be smarter and make the most of every opportunity that we get whilst you're in the UK. If it means working, work, guys. Work even harder. Work even harder. We've been there. I've been there. Where I have 6 months in my passport, and then my visa is renewed. I'm given 1 year, I'm given 2 years, I'm given 3 years. You never settle. I would say the time that I actually felt like I need to settle is the time when I got my indefinite leave to remain. That's when I went like, peace. Now I can plan my life. But all these other years, oh my God, it was just doing things. You're not sure where you're heading. You're not sure where you're going. We're not sure whether the visa is going to be extended or not. It was something else, guys, but something will come up. What I can advise you is once you're in the UK, guys, make sure you find other alternatives that will keep you legal in the country. Don't be don't be illegal. Being illegal is depressing. You are always hiding. Whatever you do with the visa that you have, when it expires, don't let it expire before you get something else, because being an illegal immigrant, guys, is not a joke. You are hiding. You are just a person who is hiding. Even if someone is going to be giving you a job illegally, that is not allowed. You will never be at peace. It is so difficult. It is so depressing. So whatever you do, whatever you're planning right now, with the little time that you have, we don't know whether you're going to have your visa extended or not. I know some people who came with COSs, some were given 1 year, some 2, some 3 years, some 4, some 5. Those were given 5 years. Thank God for that. But then we don't know what's going to happen, because people with COSs, some of the people who are employed there, they've already reported them, and some of them are being investigated. Some of them had their licenses cancelled. And if the license is cancelled, then you are given 2 months to look for another job. It's a lot of things going on. So guys, I feel for you. I hear you. I know the NHS is saying they're not going to be recruiting from Africa. There are government-to-government conversations going on at the moment. We don't know what is going to happen with the job front, because the government of any nation might say no one is going to be no one in the health sector is going to be given a job in the United Kingdom. We don't know. So I'm just sharing this with you guys so that you are alert. It's just a heads up, so that whatever you're doing, plan. Don't waste your money. Save it. until you have your visa extended. Otherwise, if it's not, if it is this, if the situation is like this, there's no point of wasting a lot of money. Just be smart with your decision and be strategic, as I always say. Guys, you take care. I'll meet you in my next video. In the meantime, take care and bye.